Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome aboard Flying with Mike as we take a look at the new aircraft that caused the change in flights today. We are in the Toliss A320neo. Yes, I complained enough, and finally I can get it and give it a try. And as you can see, um, looks outstanding here, especially with the polar bear tail. So just coming on around, letting y'all get a good look at the new aircraft. Then we'll hop up. Well, who parked these cars here? Someone get security out here. All right, so there you go, folks. The A320. Of course, the telltale sign right here. Huge, to me, huge looking engines. Um, than the standard. Still amazed. What an airplane. So, folks, we're going to give it a shakedown. Well, kind of a shakedown flight. We're going to fly it from St. Louis over to JFK. Stand by. Ugh, springtime means springtime allergies. But as I was saying, we're going to come out of St. Louis Lambert here. We're not flying for Frontier. This is kind of a funny little tale. Uh, So we're not flying for Frontier, we're flying, as it says in the top, for Pan Am Virtual, for TWA, when TWA never had an A320, let alone a Neo. So what the heck, let's throw Frontier in there with Blanco the polar bear on the tail. So let's hop up in the office and take a look inside, shall we? And we'll start at one of the wings. You kind of saw this in the verse of the day, folks. Um, I'm going to have to tell you this. I kind of like how Frontier has the aircraft painted up. Let's look out the other side. And, I love Frontier and how they put the animals on the aircraft. It's just really cool. Um, I've never flown on them. So, all right, first, let's get the small business out of the way. Sorry for a very late start today. Part of it was the finish up to getting this plane ready to go, and I'll show you what that means. And the other part is I just came off my 24-hour shift, so I took a little nap so I'd be a little more rested for the flight. Um, but anyway, we're up and running. We got about a 2-hour flight planned here. We're not going to dally too much here with showing you what I did to get rolling. A bunch of streamers have been going at it with this plane. Some shaking it down with the failures. We're not going to go that far, folks. Hang on a second. Did I sync them? No, I did not. Okay, so we'll get those synced in a minute. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. All right, so here's what we were doing in the beginning here real quick. We obviously bought the aircraft, downloaded it, installed, put the purchase or the install information in, and off. Here we are. You're not really, well, it depends. If that's all you want to do and then just put your own flight plans and all in, great, you're good to go. If you want to go the next step, integrate it with Sim Toolkit and like you can with the A320 or A319 from Toliss and A321. And maybe, don't quote me, folks, I have not even begun to look at the A340. Um, you can incorporate the CPDLC into it. So that's what I was getting set up real quick. So let me check a couple things. I think it might be under general settings, sync barrow. There we go. That's just one thing that helps me out. Just gets that side of the cockpit taken care of. So, safe. All right, so we're saving always to come up with external power on. So basically turnaround. Okay. All right, so if you want to integrate your SimBrief account and your welcome aboard Tucker 257, welcome in. Thank you so much, sir. I hope you enjoy the flight. So what you do is you come to sound and add on accounts. Now, down here, you're going to add your SimBrief ID. If you're familiar with the 319, 321, how you do this, great. If this is your first one, no, it's not that sinister, folks. But it is a little tricky to find. So you'll go to SimBrief. Hang on a second. Let me look at it while I tell you. Because it's actually changed slightly than the simulation manual in your aircraft itself. You'll open the aircraft up. You'll see a folder in the aircraft for Toliss A320neo that says manuals. Go there. There's a system simulation and tutorial, I believe. The aircraft or the simulation one you want to go to, it's going to have a picture that's different because SimBrief with the NavGraph changed. So what I did is I went to my SimBrief page. Under dispatch, go down to account settings. This is where it changes. Okay, it changes into that new format they've gone to. Look for your SimBrief data. In mine, it's the second box down, and you're going to see your pilot ID. Poof, you're good to go. Put that in here. If you have a Hoppy CPDLC account, go to the Hoppy site, and you can pull it up to put in there. And all that does is connects you, so you're now able to use the CPDLC in communicating with ATC. Can we get any more acronyms in here? I'm starting to sound like I'm back in the military days. But anyway, that's how you find it. So, and then once you have these, of course, as you've seen, save these settings. Now, if you want to, manipulate things, go right ahead. Folks, it's your aircraft. Enjoy. All right, so I'm going to go back to here and we'll come back. So, oh, and on that page real quick, let me go back to it. I am still trying to I'm not sure if this is what I want turned on or not, because I think this is what catches me when I do the init ref. And we'll be doing that here in a few seconds. So, but anyway, that's the general gist of setting it up. Now, real quick, look at the cockpit, folks. Guess what? Hey, A319 guys like me, it looks the same. I mean, really, ultimately, down here you got, now there's a couple of new features though, I think. Let me make sure. Thought I saw them, but it's been a day. Okay, maybe it's on this. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so you got your, see, I've got my doors open. That's why I've got the caterers. Oh, new lighting page. Wow, I didn't know that, folks. I just learned that. Didn't get that far along in the manuals before I said, you know what, time to go fly. So anyway, we're going to play with that. Also over here, of course, folks, we have our weight and balance. We have our perf for takeoff once we have our runway landing. And if you're so inclined, use the checklist. I have my own. So, and I'm just going to go through it. And if something's missing, I'll go and then start seeing what I've got to change. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set my altimeter to 2991. Just because I like doing that at the beginning of the flight. All right, so let's get in here, power up. Well, we're already partially powered up. All right, so there's the overhead. Again, Airbus, folks, every plane just about looks the same. That makes this part of it easy. It's the part where, hang on, I'm just getting my lights set up here. All right, there we go. It's just the little nuances that come when a new aircraft releases. So really, from what I've watched, I'm hoping this will be just like everything I've seen out there. I mean, I shouldn't, in my opinion, I'm not a real bus driver, folks, so um, I do from what I've learned from the real guys out there, like V1, Black Box, that, do some phenomenal streams, both YouTube and Twitch, to really help you understand the airplane. With YouTube, of course, you get that ability to go back. It's real easy. So, and what did he just say? What? I can do what? Stuff like that. All right, so let's get after it, shall we? Wasted enough time here. Actually, no, a little under what I was expecting I'd do here on this first page. Oh, I have it open, by the way. That was the aircraft manual you want to go to. There's a systems, aircraft, and tutorial. Didn't realize I still had it open. All right, so quick start here. Let's look down here in the bottom. I always make sure the parking brake's on. Flaps are 0, and while we're at it, we'll look up here on the ACAM, and it is showing 0. Here, why don't we just move this way? All right, while we're here, check our frequencies. They look good. Radar's off. Ground spoilers down, flap set. We'll go ahead and turn the transponder on. That way, should ATC. I'm not currently on VATSIM. I'm still flipping a coin being a new airplane if I want to do VATSIM with it, because I really, sometimes I get a little nervous with what's going on with my METARs here. Huh. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. Hang on a second, folks. That's a technical glitch. We'll get fixed here in a moment. We restart, see if we get the bot to fire up this time there it is. All right. I didn't see that when I did. Yes, we want to restore. And yes, we want to connect. All right. There we go. Now when I do this so you all and I can see the weather here. METAR KSTL. Now we get the weather. Okay. All right, so that's what we're faced with here today, folks. Let's finish this up, then we'll do the pre-flight. Okay, so 2000, we're set. Radars are set, radios are set initially. Let's move up to the middle. 3 green, landing gear down. Everything looks good and powered up. And up top, wipers are off, and I've already got us on external power. Fuel pumps off, as you saw. And we're ready to pre-flight the flight. Okay, we'll bring up Sim Toolkit for this. Oh, there it is. All right, so with Sim Toolkit, help me also do this to help you out. All right, there's our route for today. Currently no ATCs, so, and I have pre-filed. Why do you say I have not? Did I? Okay, I don't get why that error message is there. Let's just do this and see what happens. And let me see. Curious if this will take. We'll find out. All right, I just realized the aircraft are going to be different. All right, so here we are with Sim Toolkit up here. We are on VATSIM now, and that message is still there. Who knows? Um, see, we don't have any. So here's what's going on in St. Louis. We've already seen. Here's what's going on in JFK. Expecting via um, um, D-ATIS. So if you do an exclamation mark D-ATIS, I'll do it for you in there, and you'll see a link to go to. That'll take you to a site, folks, that if you're flying longer flights or even short, you can find out what the current um, landing setup is for your arrival airport, so you can be all set up unless VATSIM decides to go, well, you know, the winds are 180, so maybe we'll land you the opposite way. What the heck? That has happened to me before, folks, and guess what? I disconnect. But anyway, maybe we'll listen to an interesting banter. No, we probably won't, because, you know, doesn't, you know, it's up on my Discord channel. You can go and listen between a JetBlue pilot and New York approach. Got a little, as V1 said, spicy. It got a little heated, folks. Well, not heated, it just interesting discourse. Makes you wonder how often in a day that happens with New York City. Heck, I can understand it. I'd be yelling at them too. No, it's New York City. I don't have a horn, so let's yell. But anyway, so yeah, there's what we're coming in. Basically, 1-3 left GPS approach. All right, so let's look at the loadout now. Okay, so we got 125 folks brave enough to fly with Flying with Mike back into back, and they are very brave. Signed the waivers and everything that if something bad happens, well, that is something bad happened, and that's the way it is. Payload 28,300, and our zero fuel weight is 124,818. Cost index 10. Believe it or not, dispatch again. Don't know what to say, folks. Put us at 33,000. At least it's better than the last one where they put us at 23. So anyway, we'll see and assess as we fly. All right, here's St. Louis's information for the runway departing. We got an 11,000 foot runway landing on a 10,000 foot runway, so that's good for test flying. We'll start shortening things up here later on. All right, so there's your pre-flight, folks. Here, let me, while we're here, let's take a look real quick. We unload that and bring up this flight and center in. There we go. All right, so you can see, here's our departure. We're coming off the 12, so we'll be flying heading initial heading of 123 to 1120 feet. Then we'll start our turn to the left to Funky to onto the route of J Hart and Funky, Ramkert, J Hart, Dobler, Bib, Kelly, and I lost track of where we went out to. But anyway, from Kelly we head to our transition. Creep is our transition. All right, inbound, which Was brought up in that video, folks. Lindy at 250, real world pilots. According to the guy on the video, if it says 250, we expect you at 250. Just saying what the guy said. Same with the Cameron. So anyway, it'll be a 250 at Lindy. But anyway, you can see the arrival. Here's our expected GPS approach, and we will fly it. Assault, and it's gonna be a fun run. Assault all the way into the runway. So, all right. So there you go, folks. A little look at the flight ahead. Let me pull that back, and let's move on and get this plane fired up, shall we? All right. Okay, from here, let's head up top. Make sure we check our batteries. Bat 1. Okay, and boom, and boom. We're good. Already on the external power. Okay, now we're supposed to load the fuel. Okay, if I do this, I think Sim Toolkit's gonna change it with the init. But we're gonna go ahead and do this. Now, I did this way with the A319 last time, and it went very nicely. Next. So we are running 125. Okay. And on this side, right, we're going to run. Hang on, I got to look at it. Cargo wise, 5175. Now, interest. Oh, I know what I wanted to look at. Hang on a second. I had a bulk door. See what that looks like out here. Oh, okay. Yeah, we have 3 options for our cargo doors, folks. Bulk, and then your main ones. So, wow. Okay, cool. All right. But we don't have them here. That's kind of a bummer. See, bulk, cargo, and that. Okay, so cargo 5175 is what's planned. Divided out by 2, 2587. Right, so oh, I don't like this, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to load this the way I want. Hang on a second. Does not appear to do it the way I'm going to want. Let's go here. Yeah, 20. Oh. Okay, so this is definitely not set up yet. Okay. Okay, that answered a lot of questions. Okay, and load. All right, fuel. We are requesting 17,000 pounds of fuel. All right, this will all change, folks, as soon as we do the init. I'll bet any amount of money on that. Okay, and we're loading up right now. Let's make sure we see refuel, and then we'll proceed on. This takes a few minutes. There it goes, refuels. See how it's saying refueling? Should go up. There it goes. All right. Overhead lighting. How do we look? Do we need to bring these up? Let's see just how. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right. So APU check. My apologies for not getting these set to the proper levels. I set them differently when we get to the end of the flight. So you can hear everything going on. Now go ahead and do them all. All right, now, before we fire the APU up, we got to make sure the fuel tanks are full. So we'll do everything else. Crew supplies on. CVR, forgot these guys. Okay, cursor switch up. And second, let me check something here. If it tells me it does not like the A319. Okay. We're going to go normal. And then I'm going to start. Oh, wow, we're missing stuff up here. Oh, interesting. I missed that from the A319 having the different IRUs you can select, the position, and all of that. Wonder if that's an A320 thing. Real A320 pilots, what say you? Okay, so the IRUs are aligning. Boy, I wanted to say IRS so badly. And will align in 7 minutes. Okay, so we're good to go. All right, so we'll come back down here. A little bit of the Boeing flow, but not much. We got the strobes on auto. Nav light 2 is on, meaning just a second set of lights on the wingtips are on. Sometimes it means Captain 1, First Officer 2, day, night. You know, each crew works out its own code. Keep the seatbelt off for now. No smoking on. And emergency lights armed. Testing all the lights. So far, so good. Okay, and coming down looks good. And one thing, thank you, Toliss. You can use your mouse to move these, and I probably have a setting I need to do to get that set right. Working my way up, APU stays off for the moment. Coming back down, everything is set and no white lights, so we're good to go on this panel. Middle panel, 3 green, and anti-skid switches and nose wheel steering on. That's one thing I'm gonna hope that we have. If not, we'll set it in taxi. All right, fuel is loaded. Okay, fuel pumps on. Coming on with the APU. Come on, APU. Looking for flap open. There we go. And let's crank it up. Alright, it's available. Okay, we'll come off the ground power. Go on the bleed. Okay, and down here, may have to set this a little different. We'll see. Come off external power. Alright, we're ready to board, folks. Alright, let's get to work now on the McDo. It's got 6 minutes to go, which is fine. Okay. I like to move it so I'm not right up against that menu bar when it comes down. That's close enough. Okay. All right, so you can see LEAP. Yep, LEAP, folks. NEO. Just a new engine option. What it stands for, just new engines on it. I guess they're bigger. You know, it's kind of funny when you say this, folks. If you're familiar with the normal Airbus engine, the CFM, it's a smaller looking engine. I mean, it's still got some size on the wings, but I mean, it's a much smaller engine. Then you get this big engine out there. Now, when you think of big, you think of Hemi, you think of let's get those fire hoses going right into the engine and suck down the go-go juice. They say they don't. It's just kind of, interesting. So, but they don't, obviously, because that's why. And then we're also in the 251 November version of this aircraft. All right, still needing coffee, folks. Sorry. Go to the init page. Here's where I click init request. Let's see what it brings in. Invalid flight plan uplink. You know why? Because, that's right, it's mismatch on the aircraft. Okay, well, let's clear that, see if it goes any further. Does not look like it will. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way, folks. KSTL / KJFK. Whoops. Not sure what all that was. Alternate K, B, W, I. Flight number Teeny Weeny 100. Cost index 10. Flight level 330. Okay, and initialization, we'll just go on the ref and confirm. Winds, we'll do the same, wind request. Next phase, wind request. Wow, we're not getting winds. Okay, well, that's probably because of that mismatch. Hang on a second. All right, so if I remember right, it's here. Okay, and save. Now I wonder by doing that if I can I think I just did that, folks. The same thing. Yes, I did. Now let's do winds. now we have our winds. Okay, so we'll do the mismatch and then we'll get the aircraft set up properly so we can avoid this in the future, hopefully with SimBrief. Oh, excuse me for the sniffle there. All right, so we got the first page done here. Next up, we'll go to the flight plan page. Okay, now you're going to see that. Oh, wait, let's go back real quick. I wonder if this is going to show our route out there. We'll see. So F plan 12, 12, right, wasn't it? Let me find, yes. Okay, and we're going off the J Heart. 7. And one last look at the flight plan to creep. Okay, and insert. Now, I am going to switch this to plan and drop it down a little. We're still aligning here, folks. Matter of fact, we're just about to get the alignment message. All right, up. Okay, looking good. There it is, GPS primary. I'll get it real quick over here. Kelly, Shelby, creep. Okay, now we're on the flight plan. ESP. Okay. All right, now we're getting to Wilkes-Barre where we start our inbound portion of this. I should have been doing it like this so you all could get a better view of it. All right, so again, we go to JFK, arrivals. Landy. Stand by. What is this? I don't know where Covair is. Is that on Lindy? Oh, I'm going, since I don't know, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way here. Let's look it up on the map. C-O-V-I-R, Covier. Okay. Why am I not seeing Covier on this? Okay, we're going to do it. Yeah, we're not sure, so we're going to leave it and do it this way and enter. And I'm going to, again, scroll down. LaGuardia to Ascent, come in. And no, folks, we're not going to do that. We're going to, this is why I am thinking of running it from Lindy down, but I'm going to keep it as is in case, you know, for ATC to be happy. We don't want to run in like JetBlue had. All right, let me just reset my map here. There we go. All right, and that, folks, gets the plan in. Now, remember I mentioned something about the BWI. Well, here is going to be our missed approach, which is correct. However, if we have to divert to BWI, we can actually put that route in. We'll be on 13 left. Return, I must have, oh, I clicked the wrong one. Okay, 13 left. I need my flight plan again. Hang on a second, folks. Bear with me. Okay, so we're going to go direct Robbinsville. So JFK 5. Yeah, why not? Insert. We'll leave the manual there going to Robbinsville. Clear that discontinuity. Oh, I can't because of the manual. Disregard. Okay, Copes. MXE is next. Nuki. And then we're going to come in on the arrival. And BWI. Bear with me. I didn't think ahead. Sorry, folks. Won't take long to find it. BWI is landing 33 right and left. Is that the one I want? 33 left is what I want. So we'll click here. Click arrival. Trish 3. That was the arrival, right? Maybe one more. Huh. Let me look at it. Oh. Should. There we go. That was for the ILS. And we'll go Jans. That's fine. All right, insert. And guess what, folks? We have just closed it out. That takes us all the way should we have to divert into, and we're not going to be able to clear that because that's a turned. So we'll leave it. All right, so there you go. The whole plan is loaded in there now, folks. And you can do this in the 319. Like you see, it takes time, and I'm not sure where we are time-wise. Okay, we're a little late now, but that's okay. We're just about done. All right, so now from here we go to the RadNav. Everything looks good here. Back to the init page, go one over, and you're going to see numbers have changed to our loadout here. $24.8, $17.6. What the heck was that? Oh, look at that. Somebody pulled in next to us in a 777. American 442 buried in the terminal. By the way, folks, the scenery here real quick is the X-Plane 11 St. Louis scenery that came up just as X-Plane 12 released into beta. I'm missing some functions. I'm not sure which ones. I got to talk to somebody to get this loaded up properly again, but hey, it looks good, so I've kept it. That's why the jetway's not to the plane. Sorry, folks. Caught me a little off guard there. Needed to look. All right, so what we'll do now, come over here. Weight and balance. Okay. And 89, none of this matches. We'll go with what it's saying since it's loaded. All right, so we'll keep that from doing that next time. Okay. So we've got that loaded. Actually, keep that at 20. All right. And finally, let's go to the perf page. Again, as you can see, folks, the takeoff link is there. Or you could do it this way. Or you can come over here, click takeoff. We're on 12 right. And I'm going to trust that's our winds. 190 at 12. Not sure which METAR they're going off of. 18, 19, of course. And inches of mercury is 2991. That we still have. Okay. Got a dry runway. We'll run anti-ice off. And flex. No. Toga. Yes. Air conditioning on. Auto. Let's compute. All right. So we're going to do a 1F departure toga. There's our speed. Shows you how much runway we'll eat up 4. Okay, so we know what that data is. Now let's bring Toliss in and just see what it says. Because now we can insert a, hang on a second, could I do that over here? I could not put a slope in. Huh. So I can put a slope in if I want here. We'll leave it. We'll go 1F, toga, and see what it's telling us now, folks. We can do departure runway 12, center of gravity 295, up 4. Those confirm. Not a flex, so it's a toga. Packs will need to be off. 139, 139, 143. Okay, so those are 2 ways you can do it. You can also upload here. All right, so let's get our winds in there. It's 190. Diagonal. What did I say? 12? 12. All right, temperature and all looks good. And there's our what we got to do. And since it's saying flex, if we wanted to flex to take off, we go here. Otherwise, we run with this data here, insert, and boom, it's done for you. All right, folks, so like I said, a little slowed like last time, but we're just about ready to go. That, folks, finishes. Now, you could do a secondary flight plan. Oh, I missed somebody here. Sorry, my apologies. Hang on a second. Switch over here to where I can see Lottie's. Not that one. That one. All right, American. Alrighty, thank you. Hope you have a great day. All right, so we're looking at 139, 139, 143. I'm going to go ahead and get ACARS started for Pan Am. And of course, since it's been a couple days or weeks since I've flown with them, it would be a while since I've updated. All right. And search. Load. Looks good. Start flight. And let me just check over here at Pan Am, make sure we're showing up. Showing up there, and we're showing boarding here. All right, so we are ready, just about to get things going. Lastly, Q and H set. Let's go in here to the middle. Makes it a little easier to read. 2991, both and 3. FD is on, LS on, LS on. That's in case we come back. Oh, I was talking about the secondary flight plan. If St. Louis has like an engine out, you could put that as a secondary flight plan. If you're expecting them to switch you to a different runway, you could set it up if they have different departures. That happens very, many airports in Europe and other places in the world do set up departure specific runways. So that could be, if you anticipate, you might think ahead and have that. So all you have to do is activate the secondary. So we're not going to do that because we've already pushed a lot of time here on the ground. So we're going to just set up, if we got to come back, we come back, land on 1-2 right, or 1-2 left, sorry. All right, so next up is the nav is set to arc, and we're on 20 on this one. Arc and 40 is good on that one. Constraints are on, LS are on, radio selects are on, VOR, all of them, and auto throttle set altitude. Initially out of St. Louis. Get on the J-Heart, Mike. 5,000 if we have ATC. We'll go ahead and set it just in case. And then we can always get going afterwards. All right, guys, guess what? We're ready to go. Let's get those doors closed and vehicles away. Let's go outside to watch this. Hang on, is he still down there? Because I still hear him. Hang on. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's down there in the hole. Wonder why he's down there. All right, I'm coming in here, folks. There we go. All right, so let's do it, shall we? That's covered. I can't win, folks. I can't win. Hang on, let me see if I can. Oh, this is not doing what I want. Hang on, oh well, you're just gonna have to. Pretty good animation here, folks. A little better than Flight Factor. Oh, and they love to run through things, and they just disappear. All right, well, you kind of see what's going on here. We'll bring Toliss up one more time. All right, auto. Pretty cool. Okay, nice eye candy, folks. Nice eye candy. All right, so we got everything set up here, folks. Let me look down here. We've got one door to close. We'll use the loader here. All right, that'll close up and we'll be ready to go. All right, so let's get this thing pushed back. Let's call better pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay, we'll start here. Go to here.
Ground to cockpit. Tower's driving up.
And there it comes out of the building. Gotta love when they do that. All right, beacon on. Doors are closed. And lastly, we'll get the chocks out here. Memento. Okay, and finally, we are ready to start up when cleared.
All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, let's do it, folks. Brakes off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Okay, waiting to see that we have the pressure. 40 is up. We're going to start number 2 first. Yeah, I was kind of seeing if we'd hear the engine spool up, but we're not.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
American Gecko Lover, welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. Sure appreciate you. Hope you have a great day and hope to see you on many more adventures here on Flying with Mike. All right, we got the Avail. Let's go to number 1. Okay, there comes the pressure up. She's ready to disconnect, so out goes the pushback tug.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And thanks for flying with Mike there, better pushback. And over here we go, and I'll probably have to scoot up to be able to see her.
You love me! You really love me!
Hawker 125, welcome in from the corn patch that we work at. Thanks for the subscription. 21 months. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate you coming in and supporting the stream. Well, we saw the pushback lady show us the pins. Okay, and we just got to finish things up, and we are spooled up, so we'll start the 3-minute clock, and we'll start the timer down here. All right, so back to normal. Where are we? Okay, and 1 on the flaps. Coming up to the middle. Wait, we forgot something. Always do. All right, well, Hawker 125, thanks for stopping by and get the subscription. We sure appreciate that. And the subscriptions and donos like yours that help fund the purchase of this aircraft. So thank you, sir, so much. So thank you again for the subscription. All right. Let's see. Seatbelts, ground spoilers. We just do it again just to make sure we got our radar set for the moment. Let's move this one to flight plan. And okay, brake fan and max on the auto brakes. And up to the top we go. Bleed can come off, APU can come off, seatbelts, we'll leave them auto, that's fine. And we are ready for taxi, I believe. Let me make sure. Do a quick run down here. Flaps 1, cabin, check, and we're ready to taxi. And do our test. And oh, you're right. I did not do that. Wow. Marked at me for that. Wow. All right. What did we say? Up 4? Yeah. All right, now we're all green. While we're here, let's just go ahead. Centered on the ailerons. Rudder. Looks like that's gonna work. We'll see if it works for the nose gear. And the elevators. Break off. See if she'll start moving. Yep. Bring her up, folks. Get her to move. And away we go. St. Louis traffic, TWA 100, taxi 2, runway 12 right. American 402 is just all over the place here, so we'll kind of keep our eye out for that. Listen to that, folks. Yeah, we just don't have them in the cabin. I'll have to do some reading, folks, and find out if I need to turn some sounds up for the interior. Back in the 80s and 90s, folks, there used to be gates all the way down this side for Ozark, who would then become TWA when TWA bought them out, and then American gutted them. Only to see American get bought out, which was an interesting story in itself. Same airline that bought out US Airways bought out American. That would be America West. What does that have to do with Frontier? Nothing, folks. Just a little history about the airport. Where we just passed by the way, folks, those end, which were jetways back in the day, were where the international aircraft came in for TWA. Still having a hard time remembering, folks, when this terminal here was built. I believe it's called Terminal 2, where Southwest is now. I just have a hard time remembering it. I know it had to be sometime around 96, but probably went back further because Southwest had signed an agreement, or not signed, handshaked with the airport I work at, that they were going to come out there And then St. Louis did what St. Louis loves to do, gave them a cushy deal and a cushy terminal, and history was made, and Southwest now has a pretty big operation at Lambert. Now let me go ahead and release flight controls here from the screen. There we go. So we're back on auto. All right, we got a little bit of a taxi here, folks. So it'd be a good time to kind of grab a drink, take a break if you need it. We'll be down there in about a minute or two. The iconic St. Louis terminal. Once I get everything back up and running on here, folks, even the Metrolink goes across between the terminals. So, and the jetways work, but I've got to figure out which thing I need to get to work in XP12 for that to happen. Those familiar with the airport will look and go, wow, really? The gentleman behind this did a phenomenal job, folks. The only complaint I have, and it's a minor one at best, runway 1129. There is probably it's a good slope on it, but it's most of the runway, not like what X-Plane does and makes them short. So, yeah, it's pretty intense. I was, driving the interstate here a few weeks ago, and yeah, that runway goes uphill. Not at a real steep run, but it goes uphill, folks, very noticeably from the interstate. Can't tell if it looks noticeable here or not. Doesn't look it. Looks pretty flat. But again, this is a X-Plane 11 scenery moved over to 12, so that could have something to do with it too. The old TWA operations building was modeled here, as is the tunnel under runway 1129. So anyway, folks, we're at the end of the runway. Welcome back for those that took the quick break. Let's get this thing ready to roll, shall we? All right. Our information said to do a packs off takeoff. So what we'll do is we'll come up here, hold short. I want to double check ATC didn't sneak in on us while we were taxiing. I'm sure they'd be barking at me right now if they did. All right, let's set the brakes here real quick. Let me first check for ATC. No. Secondly, packs off for takeoff. And they are off. Okay, transponder on. We're set to go, folks. TWA 100, departing runway 12 right, J hard 7. Brakes off, here we go. All right, clear on the approach line. clear on this. Here we go. And yes, we're going to do a rolling takeoff, folks, so get ready. Okay, we're not doing very good on the rolling part because I still got to get landing lights on. There's 50%. Let's build them up. Toga. Hey, blue across the board. And we're going to have to figure out how to ease the sensitivity on this. Okay. P1. Rotate. Gear up. And we'll go autopilot. Yeah, I've got to figure out how to turn those engines up. I don't hear them hardly at all. Okay. Okay. All right, after takeoff checks, packs 1 and 2 can come back on now. That's what that message was. We knew that. And brake fan can come off as well. And we can de-arm the spoilers. See what we look like here. Coming up on the speed. What's our temps? Let's go ahead. And flaps. All right, folks. St. Louis traffic, TWA 100 clear of the airfield. And there's 5,000. All right, so I am going to go ahead now and let her level off here. Set 33. Roger, cleared 33, TWA 100. And I do want terrain on over here. Get the radar reset. See if we show returns. Okay, and I'm going to push out now. Okay. All right, we're on our way, folks. ETA showing in the box, a little over 2 hours right now, but that'll shave down here as we get higher and higher. Nice, come out of the clouds there. It's like a strata layer here. 402 is seeming to want to follow us. Let's see what their flight plan is. .402 doesn't have a flight plan. Okay. Okay, we're through 10,000. Oh, it's only a one position switch. Okay. All right, and flight level 10, anti-ice barrow standard at 18. Okay. So there you have it, folks. You know, overall, I like the plane. I really do. I think it's just like flying the 319. So it really is cool. Really hoping we get some radar returns here. Oh, do I need to set... This is where I need real pilots to help me out. I do not really know how to set the radar. And it doesn't, as in the 319, it's not telling me my tilt angle. So, let me check something here. Multi-scans on. Obviously the map isn't working, but that's okay. France 008, it doesn't work yet. I had a feeling. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. But no, I just, even with other aircraft, trying to figure out where to set my tilt. There's no full weather API available. So, all right. Well, Active Sky 12 is out there. I wonder if that would connect to it. And we just crossed top standards, standard. Okay. I wonder if that would do it. I don't have Active Sky, but maybe. And I may, I'm just a little nervous it may have too much punch and really hurt my system more than it already is getting hurt. But let's take a look at Blanco out. No, even didn't have access. Oh, okay. So that won't help either. All right. Well, you know, hey, it's things to come, folks. Things to come. Get out here and take a look at Blanco. Now we have sound. Ooh, doggy. Oh, wait. It helps to move the right slider. There we go. Because I do get returns in the Flight Factor and Zebo. Can't remember if we got any in the Citation, which is one of theirs, 10. So I don't know. But Blanco the Polar Bear for Frontier is on its way to JFK. clouds are just kind of blah today, folks. Not sure if that's just the way it is above us, because it kind of looks blah below it, but yeah, let's find out. Kind of the same. But Blanco, I like the name of this one, Blanco the bear. I do have the wolf, I think it is. But yeah, for an A320, I like it. I also have a few other liveries. Yes, the aircraft is excellent, and looking forward to taking it on the African tours, as well as completing out the South American stuff I'm doing with Millennium Aviation. Loving this plane, folks. Loving it. Love the little extra details they've added, like the animated vehicles. Now, we didn't do an animated de-ice. Kind of getting into that season where we don't have to use that three-letter word. Hang on a second. I'm not sure why STL is not working. Let's try that one. On the METAR. That's weird. Anyway, it happens. But folks, overall, I like. Okay, we're above 18, so I can get to way above 18. Let's get those wing lights. I forgot to turn them off. All right, so there we go, folks. Seatbelts come off at top of climb. And one day, folks, I'm going to get that CPDLC figured out and using it. Also curious, what gauge goes there? Looks like there should be a gauge, but not showing. So, just curious. You see an open spot in it, you always wonder, you know. Well, let's go over here and go off take perf and go to the AvTab map. Go out a little bit. And we got somebody following us. So, as we head out on the J-Heart. Yeah, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, I highly recommend this bird. I'm hoping the A319, I don't have the A321, so I can't speak if it already has it or not. Get some of the features put over there, because that'll just be amazing. And the only features really missing are the animated vehicles. And they do a really, I mean, Flight Factor started a pretty good thing with just going back and forth. Hey, that's pretty cool. They actually turn, move away, come in. So, I mean, they took it a step further. Now, I didn't look outside to see how the fuel truck, if one shows up. But, again, the eye candy's not a big thing with me, but it was nice to see. But the way the plane looks, flies, that's what matters to me. And folks, it flies just like an Airbus. We can turn these off now. We'll go to airports. Oh wait, airports. Let's go to airports, not waypoints. And we'll do the same over here. Off. Oh, yeah, that's right. And airport. All right, folks, so we are on our way. And if you're new to the stream, we'd love for you to click follow, folks. It's free. All it does is gives you an email when we go live as to the little information blurb I put in there so you have an idea. I try to give an idea of what we're flying. I don't like secrecy flying where, what am I in for today? Uh, so I just, hey, it's trying to be as transparent here as I can, but yet trying to cliffhang a little bit to draw people in, but not much. All right, we just leveled off at our initial cruise altitude of 33,000. Now, we do not have dispatch in their infinite wisdom, did not include a step climb. Yeah. Oh, did they do real-time boarding? I didn't know that. Oh, it's missing. Okay. Okay. I was going to say, they got real-time boarding? Because, man, that's the one thing that kind of cracks me up with the Felix 747. When you do the real boarding, it really is how sluggish it is getting people on board. So, and I watch them at the airport all the time, folks. Like, yeah, they're going to wait for me. I'm just going to wait till they say, if you don't show up in 30 seconds, we're closing the door and you don't get on the plane until you're. So, until the next flight, which, by the way, for our airport, is usually a day or two away. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's missing. Okay, I'm going to have to get in here. Let me look at this Toliss thing while we're up here. Here. Do I want? No, I don't want to have it. Oop, I want that one, but I don't want that one. And always use. Yeah, there we go. Auto execute. I got to read this more. I think I understand this. It just executes the handoff. But I haven't ever got it to where I could even try it with a controller to see how that works. So I just need to pull the manual out one day and learn. Because yesterday's watching one of the streamers out there, they had it on an American Virtual or Virtual American I fly with also has now implemented where you can through CPDLC your gate assignment en route will come in. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm going to use this one right now. Let's go to the menu, go to the ATSU. I think it's AOC. Yes. And put that there. And you know what? Let's get the METAR. Let's see what's going on. It is, Franz, very crazy. Okay, go to received. 2231. Oh, it also gave my alternate. Okay, there's our weather as of right now. If ATC was on, folks, which should... Nope, does not look like right now. We might have been able to get the ATIS already. So we're looking at 170 at 21, 10 miles, 8,000, 14,000 foot broken, 25,000 broken, 11 degrees Celsius altimeter. So now it's got a pretty hefty wind into here, folks. 130, that's a 40-degree, 21-knot crosswind. That's going to be fun, folks. And even if we switch to 2-2, it's still just as nightmarish. So, let's, I wonder, could I print? What the heck? Let's try it. That would be down here. It did something. Okay. Neat, but I can't read it. I mean, whoop, that wasn't the one I wanted to click on. Hang on a second, folks. Let's return. Oh, okay, so I just have to zoom in on it. Okay, hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a bad attitude I wish was on here. He's working beta testing a freeware A318 out there, and this function is coming, and it's here on the Toliss, and it's free, so that makes it kind of cool with that one. All right, so that is pretty cool. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, yeah, it's scrolling down the message. Okay, cool. Neat things we're learning about this plane, folks, and boy, it's got some toys on it like the A319. Taking some time to learn. Here's where I could communicate with ATC, connection, status, active ATC. I don't know. Don't know how to get a hold of that. ATC center, I wouldn't even begin to know. So, okay, we don't get to play with that today. All right, but what we are going to play with here, folks, let me come in here into the middle. Let's do a quick systems check, shall we? All right. So basically what we need to do is go through here, and one of them we will have to do is fuel, get that balanced. But if we just click all, we're going to be getting each individual system up here we'll be checking. So let's check the engine. Looking for everything's green, vibes look good, fuel being used proper, okay. Here's our bleeds. All the valves look good and we're good. Pressure, again, looks good. Everything appears green. Here's how the electricity works from the generators on the engine into the aircraft plus the batteries. Hydraulics. All look good. All right, fuel. Now you can see we're off by about 1600, 1660. Reason I blew it up, we're going to come up top here. Just like I do in the A319, click the cross feed. Okay. And then we're going to turn off the right side fuel pump. So that way the left, I'm sorry, correction. The right side we're going to leave on. We're going to turn off the left side. So that way the right side power fuels both engines. And we're going to get an alert. So we're not sending fuel over to the left side. We're running the engines off both sides, off the one side. And that will help to bring it down. Hope I'm saying that in a way that it makes sense. APU. That's how you get that, friends, 008. APU runs off one side. If not, I'm doing it wrong. That's always possible here at Flying with Mike. All right, so we're almost there. Okay, hang on. Let me drop back down. Let's make sure everything's good. Get back on the fuel page. Okay, everything engine-wise looks good. No. Okay, and then we'll turn the crossfeed off. All right, let's finish up the system check, shall we? All. Okay, the EPU is off. Temperatures are Fahrenheit. For now, they're good. If anything, I might turn down the cockpit here, slides. We want to look to make sure our PSI is good up here, and it is. Oh, we have 2 now. Wow. Covers are on. Brake temperatures look good. Surfaces look good. And now we're going to get the status page, which is normal, and back to that. We do it normally about every 30 minutes. From what I've been told by the real bus drivers that stream, about every 30 minutes or so to an hour, they do it to make sure everything's good. I do it for sure right before top of descent. But that's just me, folks. Each pilot's different. I'm sure the real guys have procedures the airline have set to do things. Oh, you know what? Let's be nice to our people. There you go. You guys can get up and about. And as you can tell, we're already down to an hour and 12 minutes, folks. That's a rapid drop of, what, 45 minutes in that climb? No, it's because we're up in better winds and better. We got a tailwind, I'm sure. All right, now we're going to go in and play with Toliss a little bit. Now this I need to reread about. I don't remember seeing that in there. Sorry about that, folks. Maybe that's what I needed to move. All right, folks. Clouds are really kind of weird looking. It'd be neat to be on a flight right now to see if they look like that. All right, let's take a look at the MAGIO real quick here, folks. See if we may be permitted. Is it progress? Yes, optimum 37. How we doing here? Got 116 at the tail. Yeah, I guess we'll play nice for now. All right, but we got about an hour to our top of descent, folks, so now is a good time. I'm going to kind of play the music, kind of watch the why is it not updating or giving us the METARs? I hate when it does that. Hang on just a second, folks. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. All right, let's close that. We got about an hour and 6 minutes. Let me cue up some music and enjoy the hour we have over to JFK. I'll be on the side here, folks, watching the chat messages. Feel free. I'll do my best to catch them and converse with you. Again, Hawker 125, you're back. Where'd you go? And folks, if you'd like to continue in the offline hours of when the stream's not running, I just gave you an invite to the Discord channel. New folks to the stream, we'd love for you to join us, each and every one. There's the, love for you to follow us. Click that heart on the screen. We'd love you to join us. YouTubers, I'm not forgetting you. I know this isn't coming at you. Well, it actually might. But, if you click subscribe there, folks, great. It's different than subscribing in Twitch, because when you subscribe in Twitch, you pay money. In YouTube, it just is like following. We'd love you to subscribe over there, folks. Hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Love having you all aboard, folks. It's amazing, the following. And again, subscribers, donos, all of that happened, you're what funded this beautiful plane. There you go. That's a good one. Yeah. A lot of them out there, folks, believe it or not. And folks, I will be right back. All right, folks, we're back with you. Let me try something here with smooth elements, see why we're getting problems. Because it works if I type it out. Pretty close. Yeah. I don't think I can fit that on the screen easily, though. Over Shelbyville? No, Creep. We just turned onto the airway. Okay. There's those pyramid clouds showing up again. So, an interesting effect in here. All right, so we are just 57 minutes out, folks. Well, actually, we are getting some of the paint of the weather radar from the map. Granted, it's not the way it should be, but we are getting some returns here. But it'll be nice when that all comes together and it looks much better on there like it should. But for now, hey, you know, we are seeing a little. See, we're getting basically some of this painting right here for the rain. So hopefully Laminar cleans that up better, makes it look better. I don't know what it takes to make it look like it needs to on here. But just cool when it does show up. $375 miles out. So let's go ahead and start talking the arrival. Bring in charts here. See what we have ahead of us. Hide that and bring up the Lindy. Alright folks, this is the Lindy 8 arrival. Those of you who fly a lot on here, you're going to be used to it. If you especially fly JFK. So basically across the top you have your D-ATIS. And again, folks, for those who weren't here in the beginning, if you go to this website, in the chat room, click on that, click in the upper left-hand corner, where it says FAA Digital Facility, drop down to your facility. I can just go back to first grade and go through my alphabet again. You'll get the ATIS for the airport. Some airports have two ATIS, one for departure, one for arrival. Oddly enough, JFK is not one of those. So currently, JFK, as of 2051, that's about to change, but 170 at 21 knots, we saw that in the METAR, 3025 on the altimeter, visibility and ceilings above minimums, and approaches in use now the GPS Zulu for 13 left and the RNAV X for 22 left. So it'll be interesting to see if they come up on VATSIM, how this will play out there. Actually zooming in to see if anything is coming alive there. It does not appear so yet. And there we go. All right, so yeah, it's not showing anything yet. Now, if you look at SimAware, VATSIM's kind of map to give you an idea what's online. Yes, we're flying over some rain and thunder shower activity, headed towards the Lindy arrival. All right, so anyway, back to our charts. So we'll come in. There's our D-ATIS. Northeast ATIS will be 117 southwest. So we'll be coming in. I don't even know which one they'd use for us because we're coming in from the northwest. Wilkes-Barre. Those of you out on I-80 know this town quite well. Pretty good truck stop there. Anyway, coming down the pike here, we'll go to Geno, Hardy, Stillwater, over to Lindy. Geno is 23,000, Lindy 19,000. Folks, if you listen to a video, you're going to find out they want you at 250. Not 220, not 230, 250. All the way in until you're told to slow down. Or the chart says, and in this case, the chart does not tell you. So I guess they expect these planes to just kind of like a car, you know, you stomp the brake, you know, it's New York City, so I can see them expecting that. Stomp the brakes and the plane stops. Anyway, the airport elevation is 13. From here, like I said, we're going to fly Geno 23,000, Hardy, Stillwater. Then on to Lindy, again at 250, 19,000. Unless they tell us lower. Doubtful. Now, I would like to vector off at Lindy to grab our inbound RNAV approach. But technically it takes us to LaGuardia and then they vector us. Because who knows, they may send us way out here and back in this way. But here's 1-3 left right here, folks. 2-2 left is right here. Or they might be nice and, well, we'd still have to loop to come back because we're going to be way too high to hit it. It's only 15 miles to LaGuardia and only 10 at the most to JFK. Alright, moving on, RNAV. Let's kind of zoom it up a little bit. Alright, here we go again. Frequencies for the D-ATIS. New York approach, tower, depending what runways you're on, we should be expecting this, if there's a tower, ground, and the missed approach. Alright, so across the second line though, we have an RNAV. Now there is an ILS to this runway. They don't use it a lot, folks, because you got to remember, I told you LaGuardia is only 10 miles away, so you got to sequence so you don't hit each other as you're coming in. Canarsie, CNRSE, 2,000 feet. Our final approach course, folks, is not a long one. It's 134 degrees. LNAV MDA is 1260. That's our minimum descent altitude, 1,250 feet above the ground. So, again, missed approach below. Requirements, radar, Alright. So we're going to hit ASALT at 210, 045 to Canarsie. I brought the other map up here as well so we can see 3,000 feet down to 2,000 feet. Down to 1,250 feet. Now, this is where we should be seeing the runway, folks. And that is right here, because you're going to be making this turn to land on it. And again, you're going to roll out at Rob G about a mile to a mile and a half to the runway. Should be fun. Okay, down below here gives us from the missed approach point at Lisa, right here to the runway. Figuring we're going to be right about 130 to 140, so anywhere from 700 to 745 feet a minute on our descent to make that. Full ALSEF 2 arrival, reels, and pappies. Requirements. Ceiling has to be above 1260 or 1247 AGL. 2 miles visibility. And there's no getting around it like you can at some runways. So that's our minimums, folks. vibe of your life, huh, there, American gecko lover. Alrighty. One more look. Did I spell something wrong, or are we having troubles again with, it looks like we're having troubles again. Oh well. So, there we go, folks. That's that. Once we're on the ground here, there we go. 1-3 left. We're going to roll out, hopefully off by Zulu Alpha at the furthest, or Echo, and then taxi back. I'm going to park us somewhere in Terminal 5. And that, folks, constitutes an arrival brief. And we'll start loading up the McDo for altimeter, temperature, winds as we get a little closer. We're still a good 300 miles out, so. Alright, so sit back, relax, let me pull charts off, and we'll just kind of ease on down the road. Okay, airway. Alright, what's going on with Sim Toolkit? All right, 2 guesses are in, folks. Put them in. It's exclamation mark predict space and a negative number, and you can see how well you do. Guessing myself to try to do about 210. I see Hawker has one in there at 88. But a negative number, folks. We'll see who gets the closest. Sorry, no prizes, but just knowing you can figure out how well I fly. Never know, especially on an RNAV, folks, where you're turning and all. You got to be at the speeds and everything on this. So should land by itself, huh? Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the RNAVs, I don't really know how to set it up into a auto land, if it's even possible, because you're not running off the ILS system. have to say, I think the clouds are looking kind of weird today. But, you know, hey, we'll just keep going along. Could be that's how they look out there today. Who knows? It's just looking a little different than normal. Maybe it has something to do with the update. That was last week before last, so I don't know. Looking a little different this go around. And a little teddy bear on the tail for everyone there. Alright, we are, I believe, over air and making the turn headed up towards well, not Wilkesboro, I forget where we turn onto it. But yeah, we're getting closer by the moment, folks. Getting some screenshots here while we got a pretty lengthy turn. I will say one thing I have noticed, and I don't know if it was there before, folks, but I'm noticing it here in the last couple of flights. When the clouds obstruct the sun, we get back into shade on the plane. And when the sun's in between clouds, it lights up. I really like that little bit of realism that's put there. Just kind of started noticing it. Like I said, it could have been there from day one with XP12. But I've been noticing that here of late, and that's really, to me, really cool. To y'all, you're like, wow, doesn't take much to thrill you flying with Mike. True. But I think it's a neat effect. Clouds are starting to get a little better, so that must just be the way their weather engine interpolates whatever is out there in the METARs through the flight, flight envelope. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so we're headed now north. at about 220 miles top of descent. So still doing about 470 over the ground. So true airspeed though, I'm not liking that. That's way off. So kind of looking ahead here to see. Nope, still quiet New York. We like that, quiet New York. It's a rarity, folks. Enjoy. If you want ATC, head to DC. Looks like they're loaded for bear. Frederick, DCA, Dulles, the whole caboodled is up and running there. See, the sun might have popped out. See how we all of a sudden now, it's just like I said, that little thing, I really like that, folks. And there we go, starting to transition with clouds between us and the sun. Just kind of an interesting thing to look for, folks. I think State College is where we join up with the airway down to Lindy. Or I guess I should say down to Wilkes-Barre. No, State College is way south. Hang on. MAGIO. Okay, where's MAGIO? Oh yeah, way north. Okay, so then we go near Williamsport. Okay. And then down. Fun times though here, folks. Fun times. And yeah, it is kind of funny to hear a TWA call sign with an Airbus. Because they never had them. It's just like having a 737, which they do fly as well in this VA. They never had them. So, kind of fun. All right, so we're getting closer, folks. Punching through some clouds again here. Yeah, we're just going to stay at 33. Why not? Keep it simple. And should be 20, what do we got? 87 minutes to PSB. Or 87 miles, 22 minutes. That doesn't seem right. So oh, and Hawker would be elated to hear an MD-11 heading into JFK for FedEx. Maybe that's him. Boy, these pyramid clouds and things. This is what I'm trying to figure out. What are they? What's the weather engine trying to produce here? And I just can't figure it out. I might have to try that enviro just to see after I get a little bit more feet wet with this plane and see what that's like. See how it intensifies the clouds or what it does. So showing an ETA of 30 minutes, folks. So got 170 to go. So folks, we'll take a quick break here. Let the music take over. Y'all take a break, get what you need. We'll be getting ready to start inputting in about 80 miles to the McDo so that we can get set up for the arrival. Alright, folks, we're back with you and still getting closer by the moment. We're not far off now. Go ahead and set this one. Alright, so just getting things kind of set here so I can kind of keep up with things. I don't have the CPDLC set up yet, logged in. I don't know what I need to log into on that for it to work. So I may trying to figure out if well, we can't fly A320 Neos over at Virtual American. Maybe I can set it up with the A319 and be ready for it over here. We'll see. But anyway, so that's the, again, thank you subscribers and those who've donated via biddies or donations or cheers, because that's what allowed me to be able to purchase this. So thank you so much. So again, I take the money that comes in through the stream, put it back into the stream. So so hopefully it makes it a little better for you all. Blanco the polar bear continues its way to JFK. And those are some big engines on the wing. It's hard to believe it's more fuel efficient with a bigger engine, but hey, who am I? Big CFM leaps on the wings. Kind of let's see what we see. Got some more pyramiding out there, but again, they could very well represent cumula. Who knows? But yeah, we could be very close to sunset arrival, JFK. Like we did, let's see, today is Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Well, Monday we flew into Leticia down in South America, sunset arrival. That was fun. And this one should be even a little bit more hair-raising, being an RNAV that I'm gonna have to let fly. We'll see. Give you an idea where we are here, folks. All right, folks, it is that time. So kind of move us into a position to read off the METAR, what we need to put in there. See if it's changed first. Did I not get it? Let's try again. There we go. All right, so 2151. Right. All right, so JFK shows, okay, so let's go next phase. Next phase, QNH 30.23. That's how you have to put it in here, folks. Okay, temperature 10. Not 11, Mike, 10. Okay, and the wind's 170 at 17. All right, now. Oh, what did I just do? Don't know. All right, let me pull up the chart one more time, folks. Let's look at it. Okay, we can either put 1260 in, that would go here, or radial at 1247. This actually says it better than I ever could. Baro means sea level, meaning your altimeter. Radio meaning your radar altimeter. Above ground, above sea level. Let's put 1260. Put it in here. Okay, yep. And we're set. Let's go back to perf. We are 49 miles out. I could have put that away too. Okay, and all right. So approach Okay, we've got our QNH in. We do not have an ILS, so we can click it, but we're not going to see anything here because we're not running ILS. We'll put the seatbelt signs on when we're ready. Let's set the altimeter to Lindy 23. Look at the F plan real quick. Put it down to 23. That should adjust. Now the tough one's gonna be 19, but we gotta make sure it's there. Yeah, I better. 19. Yeah, I knew it was gonna say that. Okay, well, we'll see how it works out. Let's see what our perf is now. 20 miles out. All right, so we are close. Let's see what our moderator has for us. Yep, I don't think I'm going to watch that. Sorry, sir. Alright, so we'll just continue on as we make our turn onto the star here at MAGIO. Top of descent, you can see right here it's the hockey stick. And let's get set up here to start coming down. Remember, 23,000 Geno, then 19,000 at Lindy. So far, no ATC. All right, so at 10 miles out, we'll start our descent. Let's go ahead, start them to their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're about to start our descent into JFK. Today's weather in JFK for you is looking kind of cloudy, cool, 10 degrees Celsius. Winds are kind of blustery there out of the south at 17. So should be on the ground in about 10 to 15, 20 minutes. So please make sure you fasten your seatbelts and listen to our flight attendants. Thanks for flying Frontier. Alright, just curious what was behind it. All right, folks, so top of descent, let's go into a managed. And that'll take us down to 23. All right, there is no precept showing up on any of the digital stuff I pull up. And looks like I am the, well, actually, no, Scranton. Looks like they may have some precipitation going on, so we'll see if it shows up. All right, so we're going through top of drop and heading in. I want to make sure something here real quick. All right, so we are getting ready to cross over Wilkes-Barre, headed into Lindy. Now, one thing I'm starting to see with a lot of airlines, me personally, I don't like the when they put the mask around here. I put in Spirit, they have it. Oh, what was the other air? Oh, Breeze. A new one out there, folks. They don't even have 320s. It's just funny. But there's a paint job for them. But they put a mask on it. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't look right, folks. And Air Canada, I know you guys, you Canucks, you love it. I just like the convention here. Now, you want to put the black part here that used to be there. I'm all for that, but around the edges just doesn't do anything for me. So, but I do love what Frontier does with the animals on the in the sharks and the sharklets and the tail. I like that. But just for some reason that mask effect I don't like. But you know, did they ever ask me? No. If they did, would they care? No. Oh well. Alright folks, so kind of zoom in here on Simaware, see what we're dealing with into the New York City area. And a little busy, not too bad though. Here, let's see, Cheno. Right there is where we're supposed to be at 23. Right about here on the chart is Lindy, and that's 19,000. I may release that constraint, let us come down, since they're not up. Of course, they'll see that. Oh, wait a minute, we got to get in there and give him a hard time. No. We'll let this run out here, folks, and hopefully I'll remember to kill the music and get us in here. All right, here's 23,000. Let's see how that looks outside the aircraft. Big old cloud we're getting ready to go through. That's not the JetBlue that was calling for 22 left. Where is he? Oh well. I have no idea where that JetBlue is. All right. Now, we held at 23,000, folks, till passing, if you look here, this hockey stick to this hockey stick. That's our top of where it'll start to descend. That'll be where it levels off. And then we'll go from there. Because like I said, I am really tempted to go direct assault from Lindy. Sorry about that, folks. Allergies. Oh, gotta love springtime. All right. Actually, I may start that direct a little early. All right, so that's right. We got to slow to 250 too. This is when we were starting to get some really cool screenshots in South America. All right, we are slowing to 250. Okay, just getting a feel for what we got to do speed-wise here. As soon as we get slowed, I'm going to go direct. Okay, looks like we are slowed. Let's go direct assault.
Traffic now 2422, short final runway 22 right north.
Okay, let's altimeter here. Oh, where are you, Sky Vector? Where are you? There you are. JFK shows 3023. That one, and that one. All right. Let's go ahead.
Traffic, JetBlue 2101's over Canarsie, RNAV run 3, left approach. Kennedy traffic, Delta 46 Heavy, taking off 13 right, direct to Merritt, Kennedy. Traffic, Delta 1977 departing, runway 22 right. It's going to be some Newark before departure.
Give us a chance here to spin down here enough to get in to a better altitude setup here, folks. That's why we're doing this. I probably could have swung around and came in. I'm going direct assault. All right, you know what? Let's do a quick. Okay. Compute. Yep, 132. Get slowed back up here again, folks. All right, now we'll go ahead and turn inbound. Give it a second here to swing around. All right. The other thing we have to do here, folks, is slow to 210. So all right, let it go too long there. Let's us close to a southerly heading here. And let's get those lights on.
County traffic, Caribbean 420 overhead coast, is setting 2,900 on the island runway. The Georgia Douglas runway 103 left. Kennedy traffic.
All right, here we go, folks. We're going to turn south here a little bit more. And what we're going to do is head for a pretty decent intercept. Look at that. The city looks outstanding outside the window. Go back to ARC. All right, we're going to be turning here back to a direct. Momentarily. Get over top of Newark's where I plan to make that turn, so that way we don't interfere too much with them. A little lower than I'd like to be over Newark, but they'll get over it. All right, so Newark, here we go. Let's go direct. Yeah, we're doing an overhead. No, we're not going to Newark. All right, and we need, go ahead and put in, we'll keep our flaps as is. All right, we're slowed to 210. We're south of the city, correct? That should be Staten Island out there, and it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead, drop to 20 on this. All right, folks, here's a good chance if you want to put in a prediction for what you think Flying with Mike will do on his landing, exclamation mark, the word predict, a space, and a negative number. Got 2 predictions for sure in there, maybe more, but just see what you think we can do here, folks.
Kennedy traffic, Caribbean 420 overhead moves on right base on localizer runway to pressure 13 left.
Find out because we're getting ready to hit the all right, Kennedy traffic, TWA 100, 6 miles from Assault for the RNAV 13 left. Okay, let's go 1 notch of flaps. Max. So I'm going to go ahead and slow us to 180. And medium on the brakes. Gear down.
Caribbean 420 on the island, runway 13 left, cannon traffic.
Get flaps. Wait, did I just put the gear back up? Okay, gears down. Flaps 2. Alright, should be time for that turn. Kennedy traffic, TWA 100 established, RNAV 13 left.
Kennedy traffic, Caribbean 420, round final runway 13 left, Kennedy.
Okay, flaps are full, gears down, lights on, spoilers armed, brakes set. Here we go. I don't see this traffic on TCAS at all.
2000.
Kennedy traffic, Caribbean 420, current runway pass, current runway on Yankee. Right Yankee Alpha, taxis to the gate.
Whatever. Okay. So runway's clear. Good. All right. That looks like JFK. I'm going to go ahead and continue down to kind of wish it'd tell you.
Above.
Let's go ahead and come on down to 400. There's the airport.
Minimum.
Caribbean 420, crossing to your right.
My gosh.
LaGuardia traffic Delta 2095, stand 81, push it back.
1000.
Kennedy traffic, Caribbean 420, cleared, runway to your right, taxi to Yankee Alpha left Echo, correction left Bravo.
Why do people got to tell us this
That's clear.
stuff? I need to get a transmission in. Kennedy traffic so I can get in before everybody else. Turning final for 1-3 left on the RNIP. Good Lord, folks. Hard part's finding our... Okay, hang on. F. Alright, got the runway. Sorry folks, had to disconnect. I don't need to be seeing those messages. Turn in final.
$500. $400.
Sorry folks if it gets irritating people having to tell me, oh my gosh, I gotta tell you exactly, Muffy, which way I'm gonna go to the gate. Lord, you don't have to.
200.
Just taxi. You'll live.
$100.
Hey.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
That seemed like a pretty hard landing. Alright, let's go into reverse. Well, we're not going to be able to, it looks like. And I just killed the auto brakes, so hang on, folks. Here we go. Heat them up. Jeez, we got to work on this. Alright, we made our taxiway. And how badly did we heat them up? We heated them up a little bit. Alright. Well, folks, I know that was a bit on the rough side. I'll take a look at it here at the gate. Again, due to that message coming up, I disconnected from... There's our gates right there. Not sure why. Oh, I'll bet it's clouds, scenery here in New York City. Who knows? But we were getting messages that... let me just read them real quick. It was going to disconnect us anyway, so... yeah. Now I see why it did what it did. I was still somehow in the VATSIM stuff. Alright. But yeah, it gets very aggravating when people think they got to hog the radio. And they forget there's other people in the area. Alright, let's clean this thing up here. Landing lights. Strobers. Go. I think I'm going to take this one right here, gate number 20. Start cranking up the EQ. All right, we're in stand 20, just about up. Yep, we are. APU is available. Let's kill one. And number 2. All right, let's finish this off now. Got taxi, nose lights, transponder. All right, transponder now to standby. And off, and APU weather transport. Okay, that's good. All right, folks, welcome in. Let's take a look here. I'm going to go ahead and start moving the jetway into position. Call the mechanic, throw the chocks down. Come off the beacon. Let's get outside and watch. Don't know if those two guys are for us or not. We're going to find out. Wait, here they come. Dun, dun, dun. There's the first one. I don't really know how this animation works. Oh, where's the second one? Actually, we should be getting the front door opening up. Oh, here it comes. Nope. There's the second one just spawned in. Doors open. It's pretty cool, folks. Oh, generator guy just got... It's fun to watch AI traffic, folks. Oh, that cracks me up. And next should be the cater truck. And it's going to go right through him. I wonder if that's on the automatic. That doesn't look it. All right, folks, so let's see how we did. Stand by. Clear. And flights. Unload. Delete. Clear that out. All right. All right, so let me take a look, because I'm assuming a hard landing. At 308's what got recorded. Let's see what got recorded at Pan Am. He didn't say. Anywhere here real quick. Oh well. All right, we've filed. Let me go over. I'm just kind of curious what it got, folks. And dashboard. 214 feet a minute. So I guess it wasn't as hard as I thought. Anyway, let's head up here. Flight summary, finish. And maybe snow. Something's not responding well. All right, so let's bring Sim Toolkit. Oh, looks like we're slowing down again. Oh, let's go here. Okay, let's go. Come on. I know you can do it. Mackerel. Same thing happens. It's the being at dusk, I know, is part of the problem. All right, so there's our flight up here, folks. 308 feet a minute. Not bad. St. Louis. Few details. That is not our plane, folks. Okay, what's that for? Brakes hot. Why? Don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I'm not going to do that yet. All right, so let's get back to it, shall we? 1,900 feet down to runway. That seems about fair. 13 feet left. That seems fair. 117 knots. That seems about right. Slow on the landing. 308 feet a minute. Okay, not bad. Again, here's the legal spot going this way to land, and that's where we landed. So, and here's the aiming point. So, not bad. Again, that's not us, folks. We were not flying backwards. Though that wouldn't surprise me sometimes. But anyway, so let's clear this off and see what we can do here. Let me see if I can get up here and turn some more things off before we do this. All right, we're just waiting on OBS here. It says we're eating up too much encoding time. Let's bring Toliss in, only because it's nice and quick in getting things to close up. Okay, and things should close rather quickly. By the way, where we're parked at today, folks, the iconic, yes, we said that in the beginning when we departed St. Louis, the iconic terminals there. Well, this is Terminal 5. Way ahead of its time when it first came out, folks. Very historic, very futuristic looking when it came online in the 60s, I think it was, late 50s, early 60s, and was actually saved to build this for JetBlue. Because the iconic Pan Am World Terminal was demolished. How they were able to save this, I have no idea, and why they couldn't save Pan Am, I don't know why. But yeah, this was historic and they kept it. So I don't know, out of my ballpark, folks. So, all right, let's get the jetway out of here. Once it's out of here, we're gonna pull the chocks and give it a try. Let's see how that landing went. Maybe? Or are we going to crash to desktop? We're going to crash to desktop, I think. Oh, I lied. All right, let's see if I can scoot us in. Now I think we might crash. Oh, the bad thing is here, folks, I don't know how far out we are. I don't even know if we're moving. You know what? Let's kind of go ahead and call it, folks. I want to thank you all for flying with Mike today. If it picks up here, I'll let you know, but I really don't expect it. It has been a great time. I was really hoping it wouldn't crash, but I think it is, because I think we're right. I don't even know what altitude. 14,000. We're way out, way too far out. Oh well. I have a feeling it has to do with the sun setting. Believe it or not, folks, I'm watching it on another screen here, so hang on. Anyway, I'm going to just... this is when I think we came out of the hold. So I'll just let it keep rolling. Yeah. All right. Let me bring it back online here, folks. Sorry about that. We'll just kind of let it go here for a minute, and that'll give me time to do this and do this. But folks, really, that gives me also a second or two here to talk about the verse of the day here for a little bit. The verse is from Psalm 46:1, 2. God is my fortress, from the Davidic Psalms, King David. Hang on a second. I'm just about to the bridge is where we'll go right there. All right. So sorry about that, folks. So yeah, and that psalm goes, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea. A challenge of ours is trusting that amid all of the turmoil and stuff that life brings, those emotional earthquakes and tidal waves, we need to know God doesn't abandon us, folks. He doesn't leave us and set us out there to fail, to face these trials alone. God is our protector and constant helper with the Holy Spirit. So, folks, never forget that. God is always there. I went through something last night. We had something going on at the airport, and I was going to deal with it in the morning, and the Holy Spirit kept beating me up, saying, "Get your butt." get your butt out there, get it taken care of. Kind of felt like Jacob when he wrestled with God. And, you know, folks, I hate to break this to you. You're never going to win when you're up against God. His will's going to make you do what you have to do. So, uh, just remember that. He is your mighty fortress. He will bring you from the evil, strengthen you so you can overcome evil. So I hope those words help you as we move into watching the landing here. Wasn't supposed to do that. There we go. Now my computer's working like it's supposed to. Lo and behold, did you know it was raining? I sure did. Actually, folks, this is if the plane was in the sky right now, what it would look like. So, unfortunately, it doesn't roll it back with the way the weather and all of that was. Or at least that's what I found. But it will disconnect you from VATSIM. The hard part of these kind of approaches, folks, is finding that run. Because you're doing an almost 90-degree turn here, folks. This is not our runway. It's over here. All right, folks, we finally got to the runway. I think we were a little further than what, yeah, that was definitely a rough landing. Ooh, let's go back and look at that again. From right about here. All right, well, not one of my better landings, folks, but let me go out just a tad, watch us turn right about there. Let's watch it from inside. That was a little rough on the landing, folks. Let's see how it looks from the tower. right, well, could have been better. Could have been much better.
CC790, go down.
Little late. But anyway, folks, we, like I said, made it into here. Hope you enjoyed the flight, folks. It was fun. Fun 3.5 hours with y'all here. And I hope y'all have a great day. Tomorrow, well, we're slated to fly from Dublin to Liège. We'll see. We may strike up another Airbus flight, or we might just go ahead and fly the Zebo tomorrow. Folks, it has been my pleasure. God bless you all. I hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow, hopefully a little earlier than today. Who knows? So let me put her back on the gate. See, I guess it's not totally with the sky conditions, because now we're pretty much dark. And let's get in here and open things up. Let's see, external power this. This goes to open. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. What the heck? Wow. Here we go, folks. All right. Got all the caterers and everyone coming out to it now. Folks, you all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Have a great rest of your hump day Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Nathanian, real quick, coming back to you. Yes, the A320neo is worth it. I would get it. I got it. What am I saying? Y'all have a great day. God bless.